Catholic Vote is a religious group that decided to put out this little ad after the recent gay marriage ruling. They're going to tell you who they think the real victims are.
I am a little bit nervous about people kind of hearing that I am this way and then thinking, oh, well, she's not welcome here.
I would say I am different. We're all different.
Most people probably think I'm already weird anyway, so I mean, I don't think society's impression of me is going to change drastically based on one or two discoveries that come to light after this video. Or
pretty scary, you know? You wonder, how many people can I really, truly, honestly be open with?
I've tried to change this before, but it's too important to me. I actually think marriage is between a man and a woman.
I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. I already have an idea of what marriage should be. That will never change.
At the end of the day, I think we don't need to truly be ashamed of how we really feel about things, so just be you.
No one should be looked down upon. No one should be suppressed, or no one's views should be suppressed.
I know a lot of people who are gay. I have friends who are gay. I don't fear them, you know? They're wonderful people. I love them. What I do feel insecure about is speaking from the heart and being really open and honest about what I believe.
I mean, I love my friends. Several of them happen to be gay. How would it not be the case that the ever-loving Creator who gave us everything we have doesn't love us?
Where's that balance? You know, where can you say, no, I'm not going to be a part of this, but still respect someone?
Bigoted is a huge word that gets thrown around. It's just not true.
You cannot have a society of hatred or a society of bigotry.
I happen to know what marriage is, and I don't see how it could change.
The best way to kind of break down all these barriers, is to just get to know people one-on-one. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Society won't accept my bigotry anymore. You're not alone. You're not alone in your hatred of people who aren't like you. / maybe they are like you because you're hiding a secret and you're externalizing that internal struggle. Oh, I think the worst part was probably just the music. Oh, feel bad for the bigots. Oh, isn't this emotional? You're asking society to tolerate your intolerance. Tolerance does not extend that far because then it would become self-destructive. If you're tolerant of absolutely everything, every ideology that's ever existed ever, then the tolerant people would go extinct. Why? Because who would take over if you're willing to tolerate intolerance? The intolerant would take over. Does tolerance go as far as to say, so what? He's a neo-Nazi. It is what it is. If he runs for government and wins and he starts implementing his policies, whatevs, dude, be tolerant of the neo-Nazis. No, that's ridiculous. You need to be tolerant of everything except for intolerance. Being anti-gay marriage is intolerant. And the argument, it's amazing to me that these guys haven't figured this out. When they say something like, well, I'm against gay marriage, but I'm not a bigot. Yes, you are! Of course you are! Just take out gay marriage, put in interracial marriage, and you'll see how ridiculous it is to say that. I'm against interracial marriage, but I'm not a bigot. What? I just don't want the races mixing. But I'm not a racist. What do you mean? Ridiculous at face value, right? Because that would be the definition of a bigot. Well, that's exactly the same for gay marriage. People just think it's different because we're still so used to treating gays like second-class citizens all this time. So since it's fresh, people still think like, well, come on, we can at least still discriminate against the gays, right? Is that like, we need to be able to discriminate against somebody. The gays, can we at least discriminate against them? They're so used to it that they don't think it's a ridiculous argument, but it is a ridiculous argument. Because you could just see these same, commercials being made in the 1960s. They're like, what? I just don't believe in mixing the races, but I'm not a bigot, I'm not a racist. Of course you are, you absolutely are. And here's my solution for these people. Okay, so you don't believe in gay marriage. Great, don't get gay married. That's the real, hey, I don't believe in gay marriage. That's what a real, version of that is. So, for example, I don't believe in gay marriage either because I don't want to get gay married. There, problem solved. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop other people from freely associating in a society and making whatever decisions they want together. Why the fuck should I, as a third party, be able to get involved in somebody's business and say, hey, Jeff, hey, Tom, sorry you can't get married because I say so? Well, who the fuck am I? I got nothing to do with those guys. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. If you're against gay marriage, don't get gay married. Period. It's that simple. And, again, one of my favorite arguments, well, the gays are intolerant. They're the ones who are intolerant. The people who are LGBT activists, who are on their side, they're the intolerant ones. And that's the whole, premise of this goofy ad here. But what's the reality about that? Stop and think about it. What would an LGBT bigot look like? A pro-gay bigot look like? You want to know what they would look like? I'll tell you. It's if they were to come out and say, I want to ban straight marriage. I want you to only be allowed to get gay married, but we should ban straight marriages. That would be an LGBT bigot. That would be a pro-gay bigot. But see, here's the thing. None of them are saying that. But that is what your side is saying. Your side is saying only straight marriages. Don't allow gay marriages, only straight marriages. The flip side of that would be only allow gay marriages, don't allow straight marriages. Notice how nobody's saying that. So one side is bigoted, clearly. The other side is saying, whatever you want to do. If you want to get straight married, get straight married. You want to get gay married, get gay married. You want to get not married at all, don't get married at all. So one side is open-minded and tolerant and fair and treating people equally. The other side is saying, we're not going to treat you equally, and then we're going to cry like, we're the victims. You're not the victims. Get over yourself.